we golden. Vibes are flowing, we floating. Don't hesitate, ride around town, we elevate, yeah.
Entschuldigung, ich bin YouTuber und Fotograf. Habt ihr Bock auf ein Foto?
Sorry, nicht unbedingt.
Okay, vielen Dank. Ciao.
Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. It's 2025, early January at the time of recording this. And I hope you guys had a great time with your loved ones during the past couple of days or maybe even weeks. And I know it's been pretty quiet around here recently, but that's just due to the usual end of year chaos that I face every single year. Lots of birthdays, family gatherings, plenty of organizing to do. Plus, I've been putting a lot of time into redesigning my website, which is not sponsored by Squarespace, but more on that in a minute. Also, we just passed 100,000 unique views on this channel, and that is just incredible. This little community has grown to a couple of thousands of subscribers from scratch, and I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. So thank you for the support, the hundreds of encouraging comments, and especially to those of you who have gone the extra mile to become a channel member. You're amazing. It's honestly bonkers to me. You know, this channel has become some sort of a refuge for me, totally separate from my day-to-day life as a designer. And I invite you to, keep stopping by at least once a month and sit back and relax and watch me fool around with cameras and just escape from this increasingly complex and sometimes downright frightening world we live in. Now for this video, I wanted to take a look back at 2 evenings in late summer of 2024, where I tried to convince my friend Kim to join me after work, once again, taking a walk, asking random strangers for their portraits. And let me tell you, this was one of the ideas that sounds so incredibly easy and turn out to be an absolute nightmare, especially when you carry around a camera that is comparable to a newborn in terms of weight, size, and sound volume while suffering from severe back pain. Terrific idea, so let's just see how it went. Alright, so walking up to complete strangers and asking to take their photos sounds like a piece of cake in theory, but it's really not. Especially when you're lugging around a Hasselblad 500cm, which is basically like bringing a 60s jukebox to a Gen Z house party. And then throw in a second camera filming you, plus 2 rolls of Portra 160VC that expired 13 years ago, and suddenly it feels like you're running a full-on production. Plus, the only thing you can say when people ask if they're getting paid is no, because money is basically worthless unless you need a convenient tool to divide society and call it motivation. Oh, and I can't show you the results until like in a few months. So yeah, you've got to stay cool, be clear, and just show some respect. All 3 being things I'm really terrible at. Well, after getting my head out of my ass, I came across this super chill dude and his personal promoter. Perfect opportunity to practice interacting with my subjects. So after telling him that it is going to take me forever to focus with the sun in the background, the first photo came out absolutely fantastic. I really love the sharpness, and I think it is a perfect testament of the incredible dynamic range film has. Now, one thing I noticed is getting elderly people to agree to a photo is way harder, as they tend to be much more suspicious. The moment they hear social media, it's like their defenses go up instantly. And who can blame them? You're basically asking them to trust 2 strangers with cameras and asking them to put their faces on the internet, which isn't exactly reassuring. A luckily I came across this lovely couple who were both absolutely willing to join me for this video. And this was actually the first time I felt comfortable posing people, which is kind of ironic as the weather started to change and it got pretty dark due to the cloud coverage. So it turned out there's an actual limit to the excellent latitude of Portra 160, which is a bit sad, as I just wasn't able to provide those two lovebirds with brighter, more vibrant photos. Now, I would be lying if I said I was happy with the results so far. A lot of people saying no, as well as unpredictable weather conditions, were a bit of a bummer for the start. Anyway, lesson learned, so we decided to call it for that day and come back for an actually clear, bright sky and some better portraits in the next days. And things were about to get much better. Now, as I mentioned, I have a new website and I try to make it much more photography focused, obviously. And apart from some of the work you've seen here on the channel, you'll find a lot of photos on there that I've never shared online before. Also, there are a few ongoing projects that I'm hoping to expand over time, and this is big, there's a print shop. Okay, so let's be clear, you'll never see me selling Lightroom presets or LUTs, because honestly, I think it's a scam. Make your own presets for fuck's sake. Seriously, even your mom could do it using ChatGPT. But one thing neither AI nor your mom can do is print my photos on super high quality G-clay paper. Prints are reasonably priced, so it's a legit way to support the channel and hold something tangible in your hands. Oh, and one more thing, there's going to be a proper quarterly newsletter that'll include mini reviews of things that I get sent, updates on the channel, print shop news, and other bits and pieces that don't fit anywhere else. But don't worry though, I promise there won't be any of that hustle culture bullshit nonsense in your inbox. Just one thoughtful email every quarter. So make sure to subscribe and check out the website at nicholasarnold.com. Okay, so we tried again a couple of days later, and this time conditions were absolutely perfect. Sun was shining, people were enjoying themselves after work, and with some of the learnings from last time, we had a much better hit rate. So right off the bat, we found this guy looking like Adrian Brody's and Timothy Chalamet's love child. And this dude was basically taking the picture himself. No need to pose him, no nothing. Perfect start. Experiences like this can magically make things so much easier. It only takes a tiny bit of confidence to approach people, and once the ice is broken, interacting with strangers can actually be a lot of fun. And this is it, you just have to flip the switch and do it. It's like they say, just make it exist first and you can make it good later. Whatever, Portra 160VC is such a gem for outdoor portraits. You get these super rich, punchy colors and beautifully balanced skin tones without things looking fake or overly saturated. And there's this slight pop that makes everything look warm and alive. Okay, right on to the next, guys. And this is, well, I just think this photo needed a tiny bit of retouch work to make it perfect. I mean, come on, dude, take it like a grown-up. Your pal just outshined you, and this has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I accidentally positioned you in the shadow of the tree behind you. Now for the final shots of that day, we met these two ladies, allowing us to take their portraits, and what can I say, man? Messing this up is pretty much as hard as losing a game of hide and seek when you're the only one playing. Jesus fucking Christ, Portra 160, what a baller film stock. I mean, look at this soft and creamy highlight glow, plus it is giving you the fine grain and crisp details. Okay, so what's in there for you to learn from this video? I guess absolutely nothing. Anyway, this project was a real challenge, and I'll admit I totally underestimated how awkward it is to approach complete strangers for their portrait. I mean, who even does that unless you're a total creep or a YouTuber, which, let's be honest, isn't all that different. But here's the thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something completely counterintuitive can actually recalibrate your perspective. I mean, it's so easy to get bored by taking the same pictures of cathedrals and bridges and your dog over and over again. So just go out and do something you normally wouldn't do. Push yourself to try something new, and I guarantee it'll have a positive effect on your shooting style almost immediately. And with that being said, I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, and here's to a red 2025. Let's go.